Hello Stampers, it's Lauren Collis here, your Stampin' Up demonstrator at Stampin' in the Tropics. Today I want to introduce you to a fun new stamp set called Hippest Hippos. That's available in our Sale-A-Bration promotion that's happening in July and August 2022. So as you can see, this is a fun, bright little set that's going to be perfect for kids and grown-up kids alike. So you can see here that there's 3 cute hippos that are just, one's dancing, one's walking, I think, and one's got a flower. There's some sentiments that go with it as well. And you can actually earn this for free. It's not available for sale. You can earn it for free with an order of $90, 90 Australian dollars. So that's going to be a fun addition to your stamp collection. In addition, we also have the dies available, which is another product you can earn for free with an order of $90 or more. You can order them both with a $180 order, or you could just get one or the other with your $90 order. That's completely up to you. So let's get started. But you can see here on the samples that it's actually quite a little versatile set to make some little scenes. And let's have a bit of a closer look. So the stamps are the 3 little hippos that are just so cute. You're always on point, you're so hip, or you really are the best, and love you a ton, which is so cute. And here, the dies, this is where it gets even cuter. You can see here that they have got some really fun little add-ons to make your hippos really suit the occasion. We've got waves or sand dunes or hills, whatever you want there. There's a tub, maybe a bathtub for a baby card, having a little bath maybe, or a splash on a summer afternoon. There's flowers, an umbrella, there's little stars. Did I say flowers or stars? They're flowers. Flowers and stars. There's a life lifesaver. There's a party hat. There's sunglasses. There's I think that might be grass. There's rain droplets. There's propeller for the end of the boat. How cute is that? There's the outlines for the hippos. There's some hearts, and there's a snorkel. So there's lots of scenes and lots of fun little critters that you can make up with that. So today we're going to make just a quick card that I hope that you will be inspired by. So the colors I'm going to use today, I've got my envelope as normal. I've got Whisper White. I've got my normal inside piece there, plus some bits to stamp on. And I've got my rectangle here of Sandy Slate. So I think these colors are going to actually go really, really well together. I've also got some little offcuts of Crumb Cake, Basic Black, and Real Red, and they're for my little add-on pieces. Now I'll give you a little tip here. I've actually put adhesive on the back here, and that's so that when I run it through the Stampin' Emboss machine, the adhesive's already on the back. I'm not mucking around with tiny fine glue or tape or trying to do something really, really difficult. It's, we're here for a fun time, not a hard time. So we're going to fold our card base in half. Okay, and pull aside the envelope and the inside piece because we're going to stamp those all at the same time. So I'm going to choose my hippo, and for this card I'm going to use this guy. Now I had a block here a minute, there it is. I'm going to stamp him in black. And I'm actually going to stamp him twice, and I'll tell you why. It's because I'm going to watercolor him, and that just gives me, I can clean my stamp, put it away, but it gives me a spare in case I'm not happy with the colors that I've chosen. So here's the inside piece of Basic White. And because I like to do the envelope. Okay. Now I'll close that up. put him aside for cleaning after. Okay, so we'll get together our hippos to colour. So I'm going to use the watercolour pencils to colour today. And there's a basic grey colour, which is going to give us a little grey hippo, which is what I think we should need. Now I'm going to do it on the ones that I'm going to cut out, simply because, as I said, if I'm not happy with it, I can use the second one. And, you know, they don't go astray. Sometimes you want to make a quick card and you don't want to get your stamps out because you haven't got time, or it's a last minute card, or, you know, or you just don't, you're not feeling it, or whatever the case might be. And you've got one stamped out and ready to go. So you can see here I'm only doing a rough colour, and that's because when I come back with the water pen, it's going to help me spread the colour, make it a little bit more even. Okay, so around we go. Now what do we do here? We might just give it a little bit of pink. So I'm getting the other watercolour pack out. I think this is pack 2. And I'm going to get the Flirty Flamingo out, just to give it a very faint over the top of his or her, I don't know, nose, and there, and just under. And I'll use the water pen to spread that out as well. Okay, here we go. So I've just made sure that the brush is a little bit wet, and I can feel that on the back of my hand because I obviously don't want a big water splotch on my card. And I'm going to just use the brush to just push the colour around, even it out. I don't want too much in one place though. So if you find that you are, it's getting a little bit runny, it's looking a little bit wet, you know, brush it off on a scrap or the back of your other hand. And I'm not squeezing the brush at all. Okay. Now making sure that that's clean. Coming back for the pink, for the Flirty Flamingo. Maybe she's got a bit of a sunburn going on. Not wearing her hat. Wow. Okay. So, you would go ahead and you would colour the other hippos in at the same time. I'm going to leave that for the moment. You guys have seen me colour one hippo. You don't need to sit and watch me colour in 2 more. And I'm going to make this a birthday card. I think this will be fun to send to my nephew. He's turning, I think it's 4 in a month or 2. So 2 months. So I'm actually going to get the inside of my card, and I'm going to stamp love you a ton on the inside of my card. Okay, and that's, except for the colouring, which as I said I'll do later, that's the inside of that card done. Okay, so put that to the side. All right, now we're going to cut this guy out. So we'll just get, this is the mini stamp and emboss machine. Oops, get out. And just having a look at the dies, we want this one, not that one, thank you. Okay, I'm going to line him up. If you need to, you can use a post-it note to hold it steady while you run it through. And through we go. So that's been cut out, so that's ready to go. While I've got the machine here, I'm also going to cut out my little add-on pieces. So I'll put my red, my crumb cake, and my basic black. Now, I thought he should wear sunglasses and black ones. I thought he should have a little boat, and I really thought it should be a little wooden boat. So he's getting a crumb cake boat, and because we're always all about safety, I'm going to put the lifesaver in there too. I also thought maybe the propeller. Now I might, just to save me cutting another piece, I might put that one in the black as well. Okay, now let's have a look. Okay, now that's all my die cutting for this card, so I'll just put that to the side. Okay, so we've got our lifesaver. Go on. Oh, it's just being a little bit stubborn. I had a pin here a minute ago, but it's gone. There we go. We'll just poke out those extra bits. Okay. Now, a little hint I saw online the other day also was to have a piece of magnet, a larger one, nearby, and you can just pop your dies on that as you finish with them, so that you don't lose them. I thought that was a really good idea. I'm just putting mine straight back on the sheet. I haven't changed this one over to a magnet sheet. You guys, if you've come to social stamping and used my dies or another event, you know that a lot of my dies I've put onto magnetic sheets. I haven't got there with this one yet. Oops. Okay, there's the sunglasses. And here's the propeller. Okay. I'll just put all that to the side. All right, let's look. Here's my little boat with my propeller, which is going to go like that. I'm going to have my preserver here on top, and the sunglasses, which you can stick straight down. Now remember, if you haven't put the tape on the back, use a little bit of fine glue. Oh, now look at that. I know they're clear, but I couldn't cover up those beautiful little eyes. And he's going to, or he or she, I keep changing, don't I? He's going to go in there. Like, how cute is that going to be? All right. There we go. Now, let's go to the front of the card. So I've got my pool party piece here. I have got my... And this is just an offcut too. I haven't been too particular about that. Okay. So here's my scene here. Now, if you wanted to, you could... actually, we might do it. We might watercolor the back of the scene, because that would be cute. All right, so I'm just going back to this pack, and I'm getting out Pacific Point. And this pack, I'll get out Balmy Blue. No, that's not Balmy Blue. No, that's not either. There we go. So Balmy Blue and Pacific Point. And I'm just going to take the Balmy Blue and I'll just give it... Now, this is just a watercolored look, so I'm just going to go very gently where I think the sky would be. And down here as well with the ocean. Okay, and I've probably gone 2/3 with sky, 1 with ocean. And I'm coming back with my water brush just to give it a bit of a colour. Now remember, if you want to add more colour, you can. You just let it dry and then come back over with your pencils. But I'm just going to... Oops, a bit too much water there. Okay, so I'm just spreading the colour around a bit. So don't let your paper get too wet. This isn't watercolor paper. Okay. You can use a heat gun to dry that off if you want to. We'll give that a minute. We'll tape this down. And as you know, I like to use my my double-sided tape. And there we go. That's not quite dry yet, but I think it's dry enough that we can tape it down to. So I think you can see that this stamp set's going to have a lot of uses. It's going to be a lot of fun for little cards, you know, summer fun, birthdays, kids, trips to the zoo, really any occasion really. So there's my scene, as it were. All right, and now the fun part. So I'm going to stick my hippo on first because he's in the boat, not on top of the boat. All right. And he's going off center because I will have to add a sentiment, a happy birthday or something. All right, next I need some dimensionals for the boat. Oh no, I don't. I put the backing on. Silly. All right, here's my boat ready to go. And that's just going on over the top. My life preserver. Is that what we call it here in Australia? I feel like that's the wrong term. And the propeller. Oh, there we go. Here's the propeller. I guess you could make a cute little propeller hat too. That would be cute. All right, there's the propeller. Now, the sentiment. I'm going to stamp this sentiment. I'm going to grab a happy birthday from a different set, I think. I'm going to grab the happy birthday from this set, from the Flowing Flowers set, which is actually, it has retired now, so it's not available anymore, but it's just the closest happy birthday I could see in my stamps. Okay. Happy birthday. I might even put a 4 or something on it, but I'll have to check first that he is actually turning 4 because I can't believe that. He's getting so big now. All right, we're going to cut that up. I'm actually going to make it straight because my stamping wasn't very straight. And I'm actually using the lines in the guide to do that. Oh, and I've put dirty marks all over the card. Oh, I'm really good at that, aren't I? All right, lining that up so it's straight. All right. I was going to put a little flag on it, but it's not going to. Too long. All right. So there's my happy birthday. You might actually like to think about putting it up on a little piece of something to make it stand out. I'll stop it. Okay. So a little bit of tape. Oops, no, I meant to do this. Like that. Dimensionals. I've got some bling here in the pool party, which matches the base card. So we'll just put, there we go. And as a finishing touch, I might actually just come back with some more water and just even this watercoloring out a bit more. But remember, the whole point of watercoloring is that it's simple, it gives you that watery effect. It's not supposed to be perfect. Well, not on my cards anyway. Spread it out. Don't forget to put your inside in, your matching envelope, and you've got a fun little card to send off. I hope you'll join me for the next card that we make later today, and happy stamping in the meantime.